What's up, YouTube? What's going on, guys? All that watching, those who might not watch. What's going on, everybody? I just had a powerful kind of thing that I want to talk about. Back into kind of Dre's, I don't know, Dre talk. I don't know. I'm just spitting. I'm just talking. But something happened today. So I, straight out of work. But the job that I do is like I'm a manager. I'm a manager for this company that I work for. And what I wanted to talk about is like, basically I deal with vendors. I deal with people that are like third parties, and they come in and, I just talk to them. You kind of build relationship with some of these people, and this guy that I was talking to today, I know him, we talk every now and then. We just, we don't ever have serious conversations, but like, we just, hey, how's everything? Everything good? Okay, great. Hey, this is what's going on today. But today, out of nowhere, I'm just like, hey, man, what's going on? He's like, hey, man, it's another day, man. I'm here. It's whatever. And sometimes, usually as managers or management, sometimes I'm just like, I just blow them over, blow them off. I'm like, whatever, dude's having a bad day, feel bad, whatever, don't care. That's just like how it is, like how people are nowadays, like, oh man, like if you tell your manager, man, I'm having a shitty day. Oh man, that sucks. Well, can you go ahead and take care of this for me? Bro, I hate that. 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 Because I used to be a worker. Now, when you go up in the chain of command, like, when you're the bottom of the barrel and you're working your way up, it's always important to stay humble. That's what people always say. That people always told me that, like, make sure you stay humble. Remember where you come from. And I was always like, bro, always like, why wouldn't I remember where I come from? And sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget where we come from. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a perfect manager. I blew off a lot of, I probably just like stopped, like didn't really care to talk to, the associates like that, or even, these people, or care to like worry about them or ask them what's going on. But anyways, today he's like telling me, he's like, yeah, man, like I'm messed up, bro. Like he was like, like I feel depressed, brother. And y'all, for real, when he told me that, there was this feeling in my body, like, cause I was about to leave work. Man, all day today, I was like, bro, I'm leaving early. I'm getting out of this piece. You feel me? I'm sliding, cuz. No, bro. Like, I was ready, bro. I was ready to go. I had my drink, I had my jacket. I was ready. And we start talking. Bro, I put my stuff down. I said, look, bro. Hey, you ain't alone, homie. You is not alone, bro. And you sitting here let me turn this light off. You sitting here, beating yourself up, because that's what he's saying. He's like, man, I ain't even supposed to be here, bro. I went to school for something else. Like I'm over here slaving away, doing this. Like I feel some type of way, man. I feel depressed. I said, brother, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, brother. But I tell you right now, God has a plan for us. God has a plan for you. God has a plan for me. I never thought I would be a manager where I'm at right now. I really didn't. Any of my people that know me, they knew I wasn't messing with what I'm doing. But it's not my plan, bro. It's not my plan. It's not up to me. It's not my choice. It's God. It's God, bro. A lot of people need to look into their own lives and realize that. Sometimes I'm like, how do I keep going, bro? How do I keep going? I've had other jobs. Believe me, I've had a lot of other jobs. And I could have gone on any other job. I could have stayed back and gone to school. Like, if I sit here and question my life, and I sit here and question what I got going on for myself, I'll go crazy, bro. I'll go crazy. But one thing that I'm learning with my walk with God, with my walk, with my relationship with God, because listen, I'm not perfect. Y'all know I'm not perfect. But one thing I realized about God, he don't want me to come to him perfect. I need to come to him broken, because it's fake. I can't sit here and stop what I'm doing just to go get right with. No, God wants me where I'm at right now. He knows I'm broken. He knows I'm lost. He knows that I need him. He wants the true version of me. And with my walk with God, I'm sitting here learning. Like, I question about all these things that I'm going through in life. How am I able to keep going? Because it's not me. It's not me. It's me, but it's not me. Y'all got to understand what I'm saying, right? It's bigger than that. I'm here, but I ain't all here. And if this isn't right, this ain't right. So learning about God, learning about because I'm still learning. I'm still improving my relationship with him. And it's just crazy. Like, I always question, like, when this vendor, he's questioning his life. I question my life every day. Who am I to be giving a 35-year-old guy? I'm 24, bro. Who am I to be giving you some advice? I'm a nobody, bro. I'm just a young jit, bro. I'm trying to make it out. It's God's will, bro. God has implanted that into me. When I spoke to that guy, when I spoke to him, it's like I couldn't even hear myself because I'm like, man, bro, why aren't you taking your own advice, homie? So it's like, it's not you, bro. It's not you. It's God's work in you. So it's like, why you question who you are? Why are you the way that you are? I'm a pushover, this, and that. Like, no, bro. You think you're that, but you're not. God has created you in the best ability that he has, bro. He created you in the perfect image that he saw you. So why am I saying all this, right? Oh my gosh, I'm just mumbling on, bro. I'm just talking. So we're just talking, and this guy, and we have a really good conversation. He tells me about what's going on with his family. He just lost somebody. He tells me that, another manager was just super rude to him and pissed him off. And, and it's just like, it just sucks that as a society that we can't sit here and just look at another person like a human being. Like, yo, bro, you got kids to go home to. You got a wife to go home to. You feel me? So, talking to this guy, man, it just like puts into perspective of everything. Like, bro, we need each other, bro. We need each other. And we need to be there for each other. But not a lot of people are going to want to do that. Not a lot of people, like, you should be that way because you want to be that way, not because you're told to be that way. That's the greatest thing about God. God ain't going to force your hand. God ain't going to be like, yo, you need to follow me. No, man. If you want to, he's there. It's up to you. But you have to be the one to make that choice. And guess what happens with all this? Like, man, you don't think I'm depressed? I ain't out here saying, oh, help me, just saying, I'm sad. For the people that don't know what's going on, I got so much stuff going on, man. I'm expected to just keep going every day. I'm a man, keep going, pay your bills. Pay your bills, go to work. I'm expected as a man to just keep going with no issues, with have no problems. That ain't real, bro. That ain't real. I got problems, I got issues. I be needing some help. And I got help. My family. I got people in my life, my brothers, my sisters. I got my family, bro. I got family. I'm getting help. But it's just sad, like, talking to the guy today, like, he doesn't have what I have. He doesn't know that he has what I have. And a lot of y'all have to remind yourself, you have that support system, man. You can't do life alone, brother. Y'all can't do life alone. Like, I felt like I needed to make that, make this video because, like, you guys want to, men especially, bro. Y'all sitting here battling y'all battles all by yourself, bro. Them some big-ass battles, bro. They're not even battles. They're wars that you want to fight by yourself, bro. You can't fight that war by yourself, man. Look, talking to that guy, right? Reminding me of my dad, bro. My dad. And me and my dad ain't had the best relationship, bro. When I was a jit, We ain't like, I want my daddy to do that. That's the kind of kid I was. I was like, man, my daddy's not playing with me. I was that kind of guy. I was that kind of kid. I bet we all were. But when I started to learn about life and learn what it is to be a man, because not a man is just to make money and to provide. That's not like what a man is, you know? My dad is a man, bro. He holds himself accountable. He holds others accountable. He makes sure other people are right before he's right. My dad has worked 2 jobs since I don't even remember when, bro. And that dude has never asked for nothing, bro. Nothing. He's never asked me for money, for a hug, to say that I love him. He's never asked me for nothing, bro, just to be a good son. Get good grades, take care of my brothers and sisters, and be a good son, you know? And I look back at him, at that and you know, to the guy that I talked to today, and it's like, man, you know, this is a guy that I'm talking to that has kids, that has life, that has a wife. And he's sitting here trying to. Julius Randle's returning to the Timberwolves. Sorry. Wow, I just dropped that. Sorry, guys. My dad has never asked for anything, you know? So talking to this guy, and he's like, bro, thank you, bro. Like, I really needed this, bro. Like, I really needed to talk to somebody, bro. Like, I need to let that out. I sit there and I look at my dad, and I'm like, man, how many times has that guy needed that? And he hasn't gotten it. You know? We look at our fathers as these great big heroes, and don't get me wrong, they are. But even their heroes have their hardest moments, man. So it goes to say, like, listen, man, we're all battling some stuff, bro. We all got some stuff we got going on. That's why we need to be there for each other. But I get it. Nobody, you know, nowadays, nobody wants to burden anybody with their problems. Nobody wants to tell anybody what they got going on because no one's going to care. Someone's going to care. You just have to make the right decision of who to care. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just, me. Ironically, I chose a person to care and trust and love me, and they did the opposite. Now, I can either never trust anyone again, never love anyone again, or I can continue going on. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep loving. I'm going to keep being there no matter what. I'm going to trust anybody even if I just met them. I'm going to love like I've always met them. I'm not going to change who I am because of the choices others made. Don't change who you are. You know, if someone doesn't care about what you got going on in your day, that doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't mean you should be a bad person because they don't care about you. Show them that you care about them. Just plant that seed. Damn, I just didn't ask this guy about his day, but he over here asking me about mine and my life or my wife and stuff like that. Some people have never seen the true love of God until you show it to them. You know? Some people don't know what like being a nice person is until you are a nice person. Some people, like, you know, all those people in some relationships, you know, you ever had a bad ex and then you find this next person, you were like, oh my God, where have you been my whole life? It's because some people have never really been shown true love. So I think that's something we all need to start doing is show love. Appreciation. You know, sons, daughters, show love to your parents. You know, mom, dad, you guys have been killing it this week. You know, let me clean the house. I wish as a kid, I wasn't like that as a kid. I wasn't. And it sucks because I should have, I'll tell you a story. My mom, she was actually working at a CVS that is like not too far from our house. And I remember my mom was working, my dad was working, I had brothers, and they were expecting me to, you know, look after my brothers and sisters. I told my mom I was too stressed to look over my brothers and sisters. And I think about that a lot because the one thing that I needed to do, the one thing that I couldn't do, that's where my parents needed me. And I failed them. To be a good big brother. And I failed them. Now I don't take it, I don't take it personal. Like, damn, mom and dad, why you have me watching them kids, dog? You can't get a babysitter? Like, dumb. I'm being dumb. But I'm just saying, like, I don't blame my parents. I don't blame them for putting me in a situation like that. That's the time where I should have stepped up. Yeah, I'm a kid, but how many of us kids, my parents ain't teach me how to do this? So I couldn't I don't know. Maybe I'm just spitballing. Maybe I'm just talking smack. I'll edit it out the video. No, I'm not. But I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk about it, man. I wanted to talk about being there for each other, being there for everyone. Like, this guy really needed to talk to me today. This guy really needed to talk. He really needed someone to be like, hey, bro, what's up? Let's talk, bro. You want to talk? All it took was 5 minutes to talk to him, man. Some people need that. Maybe you're the person who needs that. Maybe you need to talk about your day. Talk about what you got going on in your life. Don't settle, like, people over here like, oh, I don't want to burden you, or I don't want to, bro, stop that, bro. If someone really loves you, if someone really cares about you, then you ain't burdening them. They want to know about your day. I want to know about all my people's day. I want to make sure all my people is good. Does it matter if all my people want to make sure if I'm good? It doesn't matter. God knows I'm good. God wants to make sure I'm good. So yeah, that's just the one thing I wanted to talk about with y'all, Try to spread that love. Try to spread that love. Try to be kind, Be kind to somebody who's never been, who's never received that kindness before. Show love, man. But yeah, so I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the people that have been watching. I've seen a couple of y'all been watching. But I appreciate y'all, I don't do this because I don't expect to be a big YouTuber. I really don't. I don't really I don't really want to. I don't really care if anybody sees this or not. I just care that if you do see this, that you take something from it. Something. You learn something. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Good talking, so I'll see y'all later.